You know, guys, what I found so appalling is after listening to the governor's state of the state, you know what? I can't say a bad word because we're live streaming, but to hell with you. I don't need your apology. That is empty, it's false, it's
Yeah.
disingenuous, it's all those other fancy words you want to use. You just sound like an ass. And quite frankly, as I said, I went to the hearing, okay, and I didn't see him there. And there were 3 busfuls of people who were coming from the state of Michigan. Not everybody was from Flint. These are people who care all over, and they were all demanding, where is the governor? You had people on the oversight committee debate, where is the governor? What? Well, wait a minute. Did y'all subpoena him? I did have a chance to talk to the ranking Democrat on that committee, Representative Elijah Cummings here from Maryland, and I asked him, I said, where's the governor? He said, well, that's what I want to know. So he said, I want you to know we're going to stay on top of this, and we're going to bring the people here that we need to talk about this. So I'm going to be waiting for that. But right now, what I saw last week was inadequate.
Well, there's a story in the Free Press, Detroit Free Press today about Legionnaire's disease, and I think it's probably very likely that we're going to be not forgetting about, but lead poisoning has become secondary to what's happening with Legionnaire's disease and the possible connection or the probable at this point connection to the Flint water. So the governor has a lot to answer for, and this governor, remember, was elected. He was one tough nerd. He was a successful business executive. He was going to bring best business practices to Michigan.
Wow, that sounds familiar.
State like a corporation.
Sounds familiar, Donald Trump.
Republicans control everything in Michigan and have since the Tea Party in 2010 when Governor Snyder was elected. The Republicans control the state Senate. They have such a supermajority that they can't, the Democrats can't block anything in the Senate. They control the House. They control the state Supreme Court, which is ostensibly nonpartisan, but in fact it's not.
Ostensibly.
So they control all the levers of power in the state. And one of the first things they did was they cut taxes on businesses by $2 billion a year. And they got, of course, with the economy's done better since 2010. And so Michigan has made a modest recovery. Well, he's thrown that all away. Every penny that we've saved as a state, or that we've gotten on the plus side, is going away with this Flint crisis. It's going to cost us every penny of that and more. The Moody's and some of the other rating services are getting ready to lower, or warning that Michigan credit rating is probably going to get downgraded. So any successes that he's can, for six years in office, and can say we've had this success in making the economy better, they're going by the boards because of this debacle, and this one decision in Flint is just going to cost. I mean, building the KWA was $1 billion wasted. I maintain, and now how many billions more are we going to add into it because of this? Because we had no adult supervision, we had nobody with the power or the common sense or the courage or the grit to say, no, you can't do this.
During his State of the Union speech, I was tweeting to the president, seriously, why is FEMA not there right now? And how could you even have this discussion about the State of the Union when just a few thousand miles away people are suffering? Seriously, I feel terrible about Syria. I think we take a lot of responsibility for what we've done everywhere. But when
if
people
we don't take care of our own people, that's right.
Seriously, what's this big military budget for? I honestly think the people in Flint would rather take that $1 trillion of military spending and have something they can take a shower in. But
why do we give so much money to other countries? We give a lot of money in aid to Israel, to just on and on and on, and we need some of that money for our own people. This is the United States of America. We're supposed to be this shining example to the world, and this has gotten out. This is now international, and this shows how slowly we are to move on so many issues, but our infrastructure is crumbling. And we need to move quicker. And I am extremely disappointed in the Obama administration.
Well, my youngest son's an airborne ranger, and we've sent him to Afghanistan twice, which I understand cost $1 million each time.
Jeez.
I don't know what the return on investment for that is, but for that $2 million we spent to send him over, I somehow think if we'd have given him $2 million here and said, here, we want you to do, here's your mission.
That's right.
It would have been better in the long run, and he'd be the first to agree with me when I say that.
Of course, this is unacceptable. If this is an emergency happening right now, and there's world opinion that this is horrible, why has nothing still been done?
I don't know how much. I mean, I'm willing to scream as loud as I need to, and everyone who's a part of this live stream is willing to scream as loud as we need to. But I don't think it needs to be like that. And so, you know, I'm hoping that the ranking Democrat on the committee, the Oversight Committee, is talking to the president. I'm hoping anybody, the Congressional Black Caucus, any entities, everybody needs to get together. Because if the president has so much concern for underprivileged people in this country, well then we need you to do a little bit more in Flint.